you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, 'cause you.
Hey guys, so nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel. My name's Paradise, and I'm here to tell you the things that they don't want to tell you. But right now on my channel, we're going to do like story times after dark, okay, things of that sort, nightlife. But first, before we get into all of that those things, because I do have a small story time for you guys, I just want us to go over the non-negotiable safety tips that keep you safe while being in the nightlife. And that is, as far as, this is mainly to 304s, but this is for SW workers, dancers, anything that's including, I mean, even if you do doms, you're a dom or submissive, these are things that you need to know that are non-negotiable. These are things that you should follow always, 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 to keep you safe, to keep you paid, for sure, okay? So give me 1 second, give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Okay, so before we get into the story time, the first thing, okay, and this is a story time that happened when I first got in the game. So this is before I had the knowledge that I have now. But first, non-negotiable, okay? And this is, I mean, it's negotiable only if, and I mean only if, you deep down know that this is gonna be legit. And usually, if you've been in the game for a little minute, usually you know that, okay, they're not playing, this is how it's gonna go. But always make sure, I'm sorry, I have the stuff written down on my little paper, okay? Always, and I mean always, make sure you never go on outs without deposits, okay? Hold on, let me not stop there, okay? If you are not driving, this means if you do not have a car, okay? Never pay for the stuff out of your own pocket. If they will not order it for you, you do not need to go. Yeah, he might say, okay, I have $500, $1,000, $2,000. Listen, anybody who has that type of money does not have a problem ordering you an Uber. Promise you, okay? Usually, if they don't want to do it, it's BS and it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a waste of your time and you've already put your money into it. Do not do that. Always make sure that they order you an Uber or send you gas, okay? I don't care if it's $5, $10, $15. If the team knows that he's already invested even $20, okay, yes, it's just $20, but if you're new in the game, trust me, later on down the line, and even if he sends you $10, $15, $20, he's already invested. That means he's expecting for you to show. That's legit, okay? Don't go on these outs without these deposits, okay? I used to do it, and it used to take a lot of money out of my account. Just don't do it. It helps you save money. Don't do it. Save time, okay? Number 2, okay? When you get to these outs, if you have already agreed on a price, don't negotiate it when you get there. And don't let, because these men will play with you, don't negotiate it when you get there. They told you they were paying, they agreed to your price that you told them, and they agreed to it. Stick with it. If not, listen, unless it is one of them things where it's $20, $30 and they just don't have it, don't miss out on the date. Do the date or however you do it. But don't negotiate no lower than that. Don't let these men play with you, because they will. Don't let them play. Do not let them play. Stick firm to your word, and trust me, the money is going to come. You might be like, Paradise, you're fucking tripping. Listen, the money is going to come. And you're going to rush the money, and it's going to do nothing but land you with a case. Don't rush it. The money's going to come, okay? That's the next one. Okay. Always remember that you're a woman before you're a 304. Have morals, okay? When you're posting these ads, okay, stop posting naked pictures. Stop posting naked pictures. Why would somebody come see you and that your business is already all over line? All over online. I can't talk today. Why? What are they coming to see you for when they can just do their business at home, and then now you just missed out on potentially $500? Like, you're a woman before you do this. So your morals should be, you're a woman. Follow your morals. Don't put everything out online and, oh, you're just, no, that's not what women do. Be sexy and submissive. That is what you're supposed to do as a woman. Be sexy and submissive. Always remember, you're still a woman at the end of the day, okay? So The next thing is, y'all, the next thing is never do service without protection. Listen, if you give, let me just do a sex one-on-one with all you young ladies, okay? And I'm young too, but I paid attention in sex ed. If you go down on somebody, okay, oral, that's still sex. You can still get something, okay? Don't be the dummy to let these teas tell you, oh, well, we're doing it with protection, but you can't just go down on me without it. No, okay? No. And to follow this rule so you can avoid all of this, always get your money up front. Always. And that falls into the next one that I'm about to say. We'll get back to that one. But never do nothing without protection. Don't let these men sit over here and think that they can, like, no. Listen, no, baby. Be protected, okay? The same way you came in with nothing is the same way you need to leave with nothing. Because, once again, this is not something where you're supposed to be in forever. This is not something you be until you 30. This is not something you do for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You do it, you run your money up, and you get out. Simple. That's it, okay? So, moving on to the next one. The next one is, always let somebody know where you're at. Always. It doesn't matter if you've been seeing this person for a month, every day, okay? Things could go south at any moment. You do not know these men and you do not know these people. If you are in an undisclosed area, let's say you're in an area where the man's house is in the middle of the woods, people need to know where you're at. That means you need to be sharing locations. No, it's not for people to be in your business. It's a safety thing. So people need to know where you're at all times. Things could go sour at any moment, okay? You get there, the man doesn't want to pay. That does happen. So people need to know where you're at. If you're driving, you need to pay attention to your surroundings. So just in case something happens, you need to be able to get up out of there. You need to know where you're at, how you pulled in, how you can pull out. Another key point that I always do, park on the side of the street, facing towards the exit way. Don't never back in anywhere where you got to reverse, back out. Never do, don't do that. If I'm parking in a driveway, I'm gonna back in. I'm not gonna pull straight in. I'm gonna back in just in case I have to leave. My car can go the direction it needs to go. Smooth, easy, get up out of there, okay? So, oh yeah, we're gonna go back to this. Always make sure you get your money up front. Non-negotiable. No, you can't pay half and then pay later. No, you're gonna give me everything up front. And then it also goes back to negotiating your rate. This is what you do. When somebody wants to pay you halfway, you ask them, well, I'm giving you half service then. Half the time, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy. But in a sense, it makes sense. You're paying me halfway, so I should give you half the service. Usually, it throws them off like, okay, I'm gonna give you what you asked for. If not, you're not supposed to be there. That's not somebody who wants to pay you, and that's not a good client that you need to have. I'm only saying because I've done so many things and in so many situations that could have been avoided if I had somebody like myself and I came across the video and somebody was giving me news like this. I probably would, if a situation came like that, I would probably think back like, I watched this video of this girl that was saying some similar things like this, and here I am in this situation. Don't say never, because it will happen. Trust me. Everything I'm saying will happen. Okay? Out of everything that I just told y'all, and in every video, I'm going to go over safety issues. Every video, I'm going to go over stuff to keep you safe. Every safety issue, okay? So with all that being said, safety is non-negotiable. Never break your rules because you feel like, oh, well, he's going to give this. No, don't break your rules. It keeps you safe, keeps you paid. That's what we're in it for, to get paid, okay? Stop falling in love with these men. Stop listening to them. You're in this shit to get paid, okay? All right. So now we can get into the story time, okay? Just wanted to go over that because the story time that I'm about to tell y'all, yes, this is when I first got in the game. So story time on the time I had to mace a trick and fight. Literally, fight him, okay? Okay, so we are going to start. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I've been in for almost about 2 years now. So I'm gonna say maybe like 2 years ago, this guy had been hitting me up for, I'm gonna say, a whole week. And he was just real persistent. I'm exaggerating. It was 2 days. 2 days. He was just texting me all day, calling me all day. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. I end up going. Y'all, I go off a no deposit, right? No deposit. Get there. And at that time, I can't remember how much I was doing half hours for. We were supposed to do an hour. Y'all, get there. The dude has adult films on the TV, okay? So it's already kind of just strange. You run into men like that, but you don't really run into them too often that do things like that. It's usually people that are on, you know, that stuff. So yeah. So it was already just a lot from the jump. So get there. I have tennis shoes on still to this day, y'all, and it's so funny. Still to this day, I wear tennis shoes to all of my outs. Every last one, I wear tennis shoes. And it's only because of this specific reason why. I don't think it would have went the way it would if I would have had slides on, heels on, any of that, okay? So, yeah, I take my shoes off. Never do that until you get paid. Don't get comfortable. Don't make them feel uncomfortable until you get paid. And then that's when you get comfortable. And even still, then still be on your P's and Q's, okay? So I go ahead and we're sitting there. I'm waiting on him to pay me because, like I said, always get your money up front. Don't. So the whole time he's procrastinating on paying, okay? So finally he gives it to me and it's only, I think, like $160. Listen, that's not my rate. You're short, babes. Way short. It's not even negotiable and I've been here for 30 minutes. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave, okay? I'm gonna leave. So as I'm getting up to leave, he's like, you're not leaving. Oh yeah, I'm leaving. Mind you, at that time, I had a long wig on. My wig was probably like 36, 40 inches, okay? He grabs me by my wig and pulls me back in the doorway, right? So I'm like, at this time, this is the first time I ever been through something like this. Because before that, I never been through nothing like that. So I always keep mace on me. Always keep mace on. At the time, I didn't drive at that time. So, but I did have a keychain for the mace. So I had my mace on me. So I basically told him, like, listen, you put your hands on me again, I'm going to let this loose on your face everywhere. I'm letting the whole canvas. I'm not going to stop spraying. Like, you finna just be sitting here fucked up. So he runs up on me again. So I punched him in the face 3 times and he stopped running up. The 4th time he charged, I had already unlocked the cap and started spraying. Y'all, when I tell you that mace was everywhere, okay? Mind you, he had grabbed my purse. So my purse had came off. I don't know how he got in the purse. He ended up getting the money back, right? So mind you, at the time I was paying somebody and I had called him. So in the midst of me calling him, this dude runs up on me again. So I sprayed him again, okay? So the dude hears all the commotion. I finally get out the room. Mind you, this man done took my phone because we scrabbling, took my purse. So dude comes up to the door. I guess the house that we was in was his aunt's house. I don't know. The lady wakes up, comes out. She's like, oh, what's going on? Are you selling, da-da-da-da? Like, what are you doing here? So we're telling her, like, hey, we need that phone back. We need that phone back. Or you, him, this whole house finna get fucked up, okay? The phone needs to come back now. So, y'all, I didn't get the phone back right then and there, but he ends up reaching back out to me like, yes, I have your phone. I feel so bad. I'm going to return the phone back to you. I'm like, okay. I had my homegirl, because he's like, where you want to meet at? I'm like, I'm not meeting back up with you because you tried to call the police on me even from the jump. So I called my homegirl. I'm like, hey, go meet this dude at the gas station. Go pick my phone up. So my homegirl like, bet. So she go meet the dude, go pick my phone up. I get my phone back. He's still messaging me. He had been calling me for like weeks after that, y'all, from different numbers. It was crazy. But yeah, all that goes to say is, now what I learned from that, what I learned is that always make sure you get deposits, okay? Even with the people that are persistent on seeing you, if they're that persistent, they're gonna send the money. Trust me, I've had people done that. I've had a dude be persistent on seeing me like that and gave me $5,000, send me a $100 deposit, okay? So yeah, they're out here. Trust me. It's very minimum. Like it's a small percentage of them, but they're out here and they will do it. So that's what I learned. I also learned that in situations like that, when people get rowdy, and just because you're doing what you're doing, you get what I'm saying? When people get rowdy like that, at that point, that's when I would say negotiate something. Because if I didn't have somebody there, and I'm speaking from if I didn't have nobody there and I'm by myself, okay? If I didn't have nobody there and I'm by myself and I don't have nothing to protect myself, negotiate, okay? Don't just, because if I didn't have that mace, that situation could have turned a lot worse. You get what I'm saying? And I had some form of protection with me to protect myself. Like, that's not gonna do a lot, but it's gonna do something to back somebody up so you can at least get up out the door, okay? So yeah, that is my little story time and my little talk with y'all. Make sure that y'all follow me on all platforms. I have it linked down below on my platforms. I do talks, other tips and tricks. So yeah, let's grow together. Let's learn this shit together. Like I said, in every video before I start, I'm gonna write down, like I did in here, I'm gonna write down some tips, some tricks, on how to protect yourself and what you can do to protect yourself in so many different ways. So yeah, we're gonna keep that going, even if it's just one or two different things. But yeah, y'all, that's my story time on the time I had to make a tea. So make sure that y'all comment, like, follow, subscribe, follow and like and comment and share on Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, let's grow my fan base. Join it with me, you know. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.